Hello! We want all of you to get to know your leaders for Iron and Amazing Lilies. So for the Crushing series by TD Jakes, we are going to share some of the crushing experiences that we've had in life. And we are asking you to guess which leader do you think had that crushing experience. Are you ready? Here we go. I was diagnosed with cancer. I felt scared, I felt shocked, and fear-filled. Which Lily's leader do you think that was? Ladies?
That was me.
Mm.
Yeah, this year, during my first week of January, I typically schedule all of my annual appointments, and my mammogram was the first one. And so I went in on a Monday morning right before work and got a call back and quickly returned, and the radiologist sat down and said, "Dear, I think it's breast cancer." So I did a quick biopsy following that, and the next call was get your appointments. So that set me off on a journey. What that felt like laying on that table that day was, of course, shock. Is this really happening to me? What does this mean now? Am I gonna die?
Right.
Like all those things, because we know, first off, the C word, cancer, no one wants to hear this, of course, and we know how those cells can spread quickly. And there's so many different kinds, but it was very humbling because, you know, like many, I struggle with control. And I was humbled on that table when that doctor sat down and touched my arm, and then I looked up at the nurse at the end of my feet, and she just put her head down. And you know, this was a fight that I was not going to be able to fight. There was no control, and there remains no control. But through the time, and being a single woman, living at home, I have 2 grown daughters, and they came for the time that they could, but I had an opportunity to spend a lot of time with the Lord. And this was really a time of crushing me in many areas of things that needed to be addressed in my life, and my emotions, and my dependency on the Lord. And so although I wouldn't wish it on anyone, I am a better Christian for it. I have a relationship and dependency on God and God alone. I am a miracle, and I don't take that for granted. I just you know, again, I wouldn't wish it again. But it transformed me in a way that really there's no words to be spoken for that.
Yeah.
But it got me to my knees, literally every day, and still.
Yeah. Crushing, for sure. All right. My home was foreclosed. I felt unstable. I felt scared, worried, and actually angry. Which Lily's leader do you believe that might have been?
That was me.
Uh,
It happened about 30 years ago. I had 2 small kids, and I couldn't believe that I didn't manage my finances, and I let that happen, not paying my mortgage, not paying my bills, and in a marriage that I didn't want to be in. It was so crushing that I felt a pressure when the sheriff came, because I had to go to court. The sheriff came, they brought the people, and they start taking my stuff out and putting it on the curb, and seeing people just pick through my stuff. There's no words for that. Just seeing that happen because of me, that happened, and God showed me something. God showed me something, not to have those negative feelings about myself, that He will provide. And don't lose faith, because things turned around. I'm not saying instantly, over time, when I started making better choices, things turned around, and now things are so much better. If I would have known then what I know now, it's like, you know, you put the cart before the horse, and wow, that alone, if you ever lost your home or you're in fear of losing your home, pray, and the next decision you make it a positive one, and don't say these negative things to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Wow. Well, thank you for learning a little bit more about your leadership team. We are praying for each one of you. We are so glad that we've gotten through the Crushing series and that you've joined us, and God is going to do great things in all of our lives.
Amen.
Thanks,
Amen.
ladies.
Thank
Thank
you.